falling in 5 sets last night to CSU Bakersfield. UC San Diego wrapping up the regular season, hoping to finish on a high note with a date at home against Cal Poly. Alongside Kirsten Olsen, I am Bryan Fenley. It is senior day, so a lot of these players will be honored. We'll be talking about them over the course of this match, but our focus right now, Kirsten, on these Big West standings and what lays ahead for both of these teams.
Well, obviously Hawaii, Santa Barbara on the top. They're actually playing tonight. Hawaii seems like the apparent pick of the top of all the Big West. Cal Poly right in there. They got the bid, or at-large bid a couple years ago, and UC San Diego just trying to go out with a bang tonight.
As far as players who you think are going to make big noise on the court tonight, let's start with the Mustangs. Who has got your eye?
Tommy Stockham. She's a freshman, 6'2" outside hitter, has 361 kills this year, 19 kills in their last meeting, and she hits the ball hard. The hardest hitter in the Big West, a pure 6-row outside, and will be carrying this offensive load, but she did have 70 swings last night.
Somebody who is going to try to dampen the load as far as her offense is somebody on defense manning the back row for the Tritons.
And Natalie Rapetti, 5'10", sophomore, libero, defensive specialist. She had 23 digs against Fullerton. Passing, pancakes, and positivity. That is what she is all about. She's got really good energy and plays great defense.
Certainly there is going to be a lot of great energy, positive energy for these seniors who are going to point out throughout the course of this broadcast. 7 for the Tritons, and they're playing in their final home match. Second time these two teams have played. First time, Kirsten, it went to 5 sets.
It did. It went to 5, and anything can happen. But, you know, what an exciting time. Last game of the season. Nothing for the Tritons to lose, and a team that they know they can go to head-to-head with since they've already gone 5 with them.
Our first referee is Summer Vicknair. She will be presiding on the ladder. John Pedersen is our R2, and we are about to get started in this first set. Sabire Karajahova will send it away right to Taylor Rose, the junior from Salinas High School, and right away they go to Tommy Stockham, and you know, Kirsten, we're going to be hearing her name a lot, even though that shot didn't go in.
Yes, she's definitely their go-to player.
Kirsten Olsen, Bryan Fenley with you. The first set goes to Cal Poly, who comes at 14-16 on the season. The Tritons are 10-20. And Kirsten, we thought that the bulk of the offense in the first set, when visualizing how things would go to Tommy Stockham, but it has been the Amy Hyatt show. She's gotten 14 attempts in that first game alone.
Yeah, she's been on, and you know what? When your hitter is on, you got to keep setting them. And so right now she's the hot hitter. So is Meredith Phillips in the middle, hitting .667, 4 kills, 6 attempts. That's pretty good.
Yeah, Phillips with 4 kills. Hyatt has 4 kills. Stockham has 4 attacking errors, which is not characteristic of her. She's currently hitting in negative numbers. I would presume that's not going to stay that way as this match goes on. No,
and you know, like we talked about earlier, she got a lot of sets last night. So you know, one of Cal Poly's game plans was to spread the wealth around and really get their middle hitters involved.
McGinnis with an attack from the outside leads to an overdig by Dueck. Danny Mason is in the middle, but they'll go to the outside, and Castaneda works it off the block. That is what you like to see, Kirsten.
Yeah, absolutely. Castaneda is hits so high and so hard. She can hit over the block when she wants, and when she gets that right set, she is impossible to stop.
Impossible to stop in that match against Fullerton the other night. Had 17 kills, but the Mustangs have evened things up in the early going in this second game. Stockham will make her way back to the service line. What do you attribute her numbers not being typical for her, and why her offense hasn't been able to get going?
Well, I think it's the first set. I don't know what her stats have been in the other sets, but I think she's in for the long haul. But it is something that Cal Poly, and when I talked to Caroline Williams, they do want to move the ball around and get their middles more involved. Last night they were they said offensive heavy, or outside heavy. Too many sets to the outside, so it's something they're trying to work on.
Unger takes the first contact into the middle, right on cue, as you were saying. Meredith Phillips picks up her 5th kill, halfway to double figures. Stockham returns to the service line. Was the Big West Offensive Player and Freshman of the Week earlier this month. Amy Hyatt has it sent backwards. Dueck with the coverage. Hyatt again squares up down the line and buzzes it past a diving Kara Jehovah for a 4-1 lead.
And Hyatt's doing a nice job moving that ball around too. Angle, middle, line. Hard to read.
Stockham actually started her college ball at Indiana, was originally committed to USC, then decommitted, and has found her way back to California. Hyatt launching, and did that one go in? No, just turned wide.
Yeah, definitely out on that one. No one wastes a challenge.